everyone. Welcome to MJT Reviews. Me, Mitchell James calling, and I'm here with Stuart Wilders from ESC Fan TV. We're talking about Switzerland. She Got Me, aka Dirty Dancing. So what do you think of She Got Me, Stuart?
Well, it's great, isn't it? It's a banger. It's what it is. It's come out of nowhere. No one expected this from Switzerland. No one was expecting that we might have to pack our bags for Zurich in 2020. It's looking increasingly likely. If ever there was a fuego, I mean, everyone talks about Tamta. If you really want true comparisons on vocal ability and stage presence and potential high quality choreography, all packaged into one, look no further than She Got Me, Dirty Dancing for Switzerland. This has got it all. And also, I would say, for those that are inclined, he's a good looking pretty boy, which will work as a package on stage. And this could go big. This may be one of the strongest challenges for it may be one of the strongest challenges against anyone in Tel Aviv. Right now, I sort of see runaway winners. I really think that Switzerland is one to watch.
I say check out ESC Fan TV's episode on Switzerland because it's really entertaining, especially with Phil and Michelle. But with that one, you got everyone to say where they think it's going to go, and it was very diverse opinions. I think you left yours, you didn't reveal yours. So what did you think of She Got Me? Do you think it'll make the final and do really well?
Yeah, so I'm of the opinion I think it will do really well. I think it's top 5 for sure. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind it'll be top 5 because I know he can sing, I know he can dance, I know he can perform. It always reminds me of Danny Saucedo of Sweden whenever I sort of see him. But this has kind of got everything you'd want from a Eurovision winner. I mean, it's kind of, if you were to say, well, what do you want from a Eurovision? I want a banger, I want a great dancer, I want a great singer, I want a great vocal, and all packaged up with a really good tune. This is it. It's got everything. It's got a hook. Yeah, I mean, what's more to say other than it won't win? I mean, it probably should win on that basis. And we'll all be going to Switzerland for the first time in many, many years. Last time Switzerland won was Celine Dion.
Yeah. So this is a Laura Barker song, as you informed me.
We mentioned Laura Barker earlier. Guess what? She wrote this song.
No way!
She wrote this song, yeah.
Out of the Laura Barker songs, do you think it's any different to Bigger Than Us and Sisters?
Yeah. Yeah, to be perfectly honest, it's totally different. She doesn't just go down one path, does she, Laurel? She's involved in everything. She's virtually involved in every national final this year with one song or at least one or another. Sisters is completely different to Bigger Than Us and this. And was she also involved in John Ludwig's song? Or if I made that up?
No, but she also had a song in the Danish national selection.
Oh yeah, no, she's had songs in every national final. I thought she co-wrote John Ludwig. Maybe I'm getting my wires crossed.
No, it was the other way around. He co-wrote Bigger Than Us.
Yeah, I thought she had a hand in his thing. Okay, no, not
maybe
this,
she consulted or something.
Oh, probably. But so this is her best without question. This is, out of all of them, this is her best. And it's similar in style to Renada from the Swedish Melody Festival and final from last year. Similar. If you go and listen to the two songs side by side, there are segments from She Got Me that ring similar to Renada.
Okay, interesting. All right, thanks very much, Stuart. I'm here with my friend Lam. Hi, Lam.
Hello, Mitchell. Hello, fans.
Yes, there's many Lam fans across the world, mostly in Europe now. So Lam's reacting to Switzerland.
1, 2, 3, go.
And in this video, I am reviewing the annual Laura Barker Song
Eurovision Song Contest. We're talking about Switzerland.
Yeah, cool. Nice song. Very exciting song. Good visuals. Really enjoy the way the video was made. He looks very professional and confident. And yeah, he has his own style. Really enjoy the song and very upbeat again. But it sounds very Latino. I don't know if you feel the same, but it feels very Latino. Not really Swish. I expect it to be more classy and traditional, but no, it's nice. I don't know if the Swish fans gonna support it because I couldn't see any typical cultural elements here. I don't know. Sounds like a song at the carnival.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, very carnival. 30 dancing. I don't know what that means.
Dirty dancing.
Yeah.
It's supposed to mean like raunchy, But yeah. What do you think of the actual dancing in the video? Did you think it was dirty or did you think it was quite clean?
No, it's fine. It's all right. It's not bad at all, man. Yeah.
If you're an old person watching, would you be like, "Oh my god, take it away"?
No, I'm good with that, man. The lady is hot, so I'm good.
What do you think of the singer, Luca?
Yeah, I mean, like he has got style, his own style, very confident, and the choreography is nice. Not too fancy, not too complicated. It's pretty much enough. Everything in this song is just enough. So, yeah, good impression.
Okay, cool. Do you think this will be performed well on the stage?
Yeah, for sure, man. If he has like a bigger crew, more people with him instead of just 2 guys next to him. Yeah, I think it could be better. It's going to create like a very exciting atmosphere on stage.
Well, the rules are that you can have no more than 6 people on stage, or in your act.
So, yeah, 5 more. Yeah, that's fine.
5 more. 5
Yeah.
more. They'll have to be dancers and backing singers then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So, do you find this song hooky, catchy?
Yeah, very catchy. It makes you want to dance, but it's just a shame I couldn't dance. I can't dance. Yeah, but it's very, very catchy.
Good catchy or bad catchy?
No, good catchy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Awesome. Thanks very much, Lam.
All right.
It's a surprise for you and your viewers.
Wow, a surprise.
Yeah, I purposely kept it out of the image as I brought it in. You'll be surprised, I hope.
I'm very intrigued. All right, let's start. So I'm here with Elysse Turner. Hi, Elysse.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, thanks. So good to see you again. We're talking about She Got Me, Switzerland. So before we start, I'll just say this song is written by Laurel Barker. Something for you to store in your memory. I know you don't know what that name means to you now. Just she wrote the Switzerland song last year, and she's back writing this song as well. So
how did Switzerland do last year then?
So the song was Stones. That was actually my second favorite of the year, but it didn't make it through to the final. But
yeah, good in your books.
Yeah, it did okay in the jury, but the televote didn't vote enough, so it didn't go into the final.
All right.
But anyway, she's back and this song. So yeah, I'd like to know your thoughts on She Got Me.
All right. Well, we'll start with our traditional musical breakdown.
Yeah.
We have a male singer in this piece and one language, which is English. And our vocal range is B3 to F sharp 5. So it's about an octave and a half. Our key is a major key. No, a minor key. Can't get that mixed up. And as you all know by now, hopefully you've been watching, I am a sucker for minor keys. You want to impress me? Give me a minor song. So we're in B minor at 4/4 time signature with 97 beats per minute, which is a moderato speed, which basically just means moderate. We have 4 chords used throughout this song, and the first chord is a first chord in the key, which is B minor. Our third chord, a D. Our 6th chord, which is a G, and our 7th chord, which is an A. So we're actually developing a pattern here. A lot of the minor songs we've looked at so far seem to do a similar thing where they'll play 1, 3, 6, and 7, which means that there's 3 major chords in it and 1 minor chord, and it's always coming back to the minor chord to resolve it, give it that minor melodic feel, that really melancholy sound, which a minor song tends to have. So that's pretty cool. And then let's have a look at our instruments. Our instruments are pretty cool. We have our vocals as usual, so nothing too odd there. And then we have our synth. So our synth seems to cover the keys or the piano part and the bass part. We have a guitar, a drum kit. I think it's an electric drum kit, which possibly includes clicks and claps as well. So it's not just, you know, the traditional, we're going to bang at the drums. It's got a bit of electronic sort of instrumentation in, I guess, as well, to get those synthetic clap, click sounds. But then there's also a second drum sound, which is actually a bit higher and a bit more hollow. And I think, and I can't be sure, but I'm pretty sure that drum sound is a djembe. So this is a mini version of it. Like the bigger, they're actually a lot bigger. They're made of wood, and they actually have a much more hollow sound.
Wow!
As you can see. See, I told you I had a surprise for you, Mitch.
Wow!
I cannot play drums, but I forgot I had this in my house. So yeah, so I think that's the sort of sound that you've got, and it's just subtle in the piece and only every now and then, but I think it was enough of a different sort of drum sound to stand out from a traditional drum kit, because traditional drum kits are just not that high. So yeah, that's what I think the drum sound is. There's also another instrument which I couldn't identify. So we've got a couple of weird instrumental sounds. So it could potentially be another synth instrument, but it sounded a lot like a bagpipe, but without a drone underneath, because bagpipes, you tend to have like the high pitched melodic sort of sound, and underneath there is one note which they play, which is the drone sound. So you've got that 2 contrasting sounds, but it didn't seem to have a drone. So perhaps for that reason it's a synth instrument. Perhaps it is a traditional instrument which has got that sound as well. I think there's one called like a suka or something. I don't think I made a note on it. But, you know, there's potential there for it to be a synth or like a bagpipe sort of family instrument. And then we have some male and female yodels in the call and response, which is really paying homage to Switzerland. So I thought that was pretty cool. In terms of song structure, we have an intro for 4 bars. So, you know, that's a bit longer than our usual 2-bar intro, if we have one. So that's pretty cool. Then we have verse 1 for 8 bars, a pre-chorus for 4, our chorus for 8, and then we have like a turnaround. So it's not quite a chorus, it's not quite the verse. It's a bit of a in-between sort of music. It's a bit like the intro. It serves a purpose. It gets us to the next section, but it's not necessarily part of a previous section. Then we have verse 2 for 8, pre-chorus for 4, chorus for 8, another turnaround for 4. Our bridge is only 4 bars, and I think that's quite unusual for a bridge. Usually our bridges tend to sit around the 8-bar mark so far, so quite a short bridge, followed by a half chorus for 4, a build for 4, and then an outro, which is a bit like a chorus for 8. That is our song structure. Yeah. Was there any other notes I wanted to highlight? Yeah, that's about it. Questions?
No.
No?
Covered it
You
all.
just feel very informed and knowledgeable now.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah, so I kind of, I didn't learn this song. I kind of liked how it had like the yodeling in the bridge, because you had that call and response sort of thing going. So you'd say something and then it'd be like, oh, and I thought that was really cool. And it was a really like subtle way to sort of pay homage to the country. So yeah, it was a kind of a cool song. But yeah, let's have a look at the video, shall we? Now, my first thoughts is that looks like he's wearing a Hillsong hat. Do you know what a Hillsong hat is, Mitch?
No.
All right, well, I'm going to link you to an article real quick. This article pictures Justin Bieber in a wide-brimmed hat, and there was like a period of time where it was trendy if you go to Hillsong Church to wear these wide brimmed hats, and so I consider that a Hillsong hat. I don't go to Hillsong myself. I don't mind the music, but that the first thing that was like, oh, he's wearing a Hillsong hat. Like that was just the first thing I thought of. So you can see in that photo. And so there's a couple of different styles, obviously with the top of it, but it's always the wide brim. That's like the signature of that Hillsong hat. And I was like, oh, okay. But obviously cultural differences, it's probably got nothing to do with that. That was just what I first thought.
I have to find out. Maybe it's a nod to his community.
Maybe not. We'll see. I thought it was a bit weird. It seemed like all the guys in this video had beards. Not bad weird, just, it stood out. I don't mind beards though, so that was okay. There was a comment on the video as well, which said maybe the title of this song should have been Dirty Dancing. And I'm like, yeah, maybe that would have been a good title for the song. But I guess it's less appealing as a title. It's less intriguing.
That's been said by a lot of people.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe they thought it wouldn't match the family-friendly kind of thing.
Yeah, we can't watch that one. It's called Dirty Dancing. Get back inside. Turn off the TV.
And then Iceland follows, and they're like, oh, my God.
Sacrilegious. But yeah, like that said though, I did quite like how they had this playful dancing scenes in the video. So I think there was one where they were on a couch and they're sort of like jumping around. I thought that was really playful, really sweet, a little innocent as well. Not dirty dancing. I wouldn't call that dirty dancing. Maybe the lyrics are a little, implying it, but the dance moves themselves pretty clean. Yeah, he looked really weird though when he did take his hat off, because his clothes were all the same color and the hat like balanced out his look, right? So you had the darkness at the top and then you had all the same color down the bottom. Like it was all the maroon darkness. And then you took the hat off and it was like he was missing part of his look. And so I was just like, yeah, you got to put your hat back on, because now you just look more like a turtleneck nerd and you don't look dapper anymore. So keep on the hat. That was those footnotes. Yeah, there was a bit in the video as well, which they had like, I think possibly in the build, where they had shadow box dancing. So they had these bright lights and shadows of the movements. It'd be interesting to see if they incorporate that into the live performance, because I thought that was a really cool effect, even if they didn't use it for very long. But yeah, it was quite a fun and playful video, both in the like one-on-one scenes and the big dancing scenes. And it was quite a playful song too. I think that worked really well together. But at the end of the day, it is just sort of a song about a girl. So message-wise, I'm like, well, it's a good song, but my heart's not set on this message because it's not really something, I don't know, different, unique. Like, it's a great song, but if I'm looking at the message, it's an average song.
And so what do you think of it musically?
Musically, I think it's pretty cool. Like, I'd put it within our dance music category almost of Eurovision. Not that it's like electronic EDM sort of thing, but because it does sort of prompt the dancing, which is, probably a good thing considering their tagline is Dirty Dancing. But yeah, so it was just a bit of fun, I thought. Like, it's quite, like, wholesome.
What do you think of his voice?
It was quite low, wasn't it?
I feel like the highest part was Dirty Dancing, and it was really quick notes as well.
Yeah, and it was probably the backup singers too. Yeah, no, well, it was good enough that I can still remember what his voice sounded like off the top of my head, which is nice. Yeah, no, I quite liked the song and the melody, and like I think his voice suited that really well, especially the low parts.
Awesome. Yeah, this was a weird thing that it was a kind of internal national selection. So they had I think they said that they reviewed 130 songs or something, but then they ended up just announcing that they never announced the other songs. They just announced that they reviewed it and this is the song that they chose. So yeah.
I mean, 130 is a lot to announce, to say, hey, we looked at all these 130 songs.
Yeah.
Surprise. Yeah. Like, it's just easier to say, well, we've reviewed other things. We have looked at other options, and out of the options we had, this one is the standout. Just trust us. Like,
yeah.
I mean, that could, of course, mean that they looked at nothing and they're just, lying through their teeth. But I also don't blame them for not announcing them all.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. Well, thanks so much, Elysse. And thanks to all the jury members. Please subscribe to see all the other review videos. Until next time, bonsoir Europe, and goodbye.
Who will make the cut? Who will win our hearts? MJT Review.